all of us who are using this technology should know what was the intention of the company, whereas Microsoft and ChatGPT have kept it closed, so the power is in a few hands. But the contra-argument to that is that now when you've made it open, even like really evil people could use it, to create images of violence or pornography or, misuse it as deep fakes. What is your answer to that?
I think my answer is, first of all, accountability helps people to understand what's going on. I mean, not fully understand, because even I don't understand how the neural network works, but at least you have accountability. Based on that, you have to choose which model you want to use. So there is potentially global one-size-fits-all model created by the huge corporation, but there is also potential with the advancement of the technology. There is the potential that every culture, every country, every ethnicity can choose and build their own foundation model. I think which is another crucial thing. On top of ensuring the transparency and accountability, the next question is you may want to control the model. So because the model is, for a good reason, is full of biases, cultural biases. I gave you this example jokingly this morning, but I tried the Japanese version of our Stable Diffusion and global English version of our Stable Diffusion, saying Japanese businessman. In the global model, they generate the image like a guy who is wearing suit, flying business class, or at least premium economy class, and such a nice business person. But when you say Japanese business person to the Japanese model, what the model generates is sad, middle-aged, tired, faceless corporate employee who is commuting to the office every morning in a crowded train. So, the outcome is totally different, and then which is clearly affected by the cultural bias. So I think that my next message is on top of the accountability. You have to own the model.
Ren, that's really interesting. So when we were trying to generate these images into Mid-Journey, I put Indian something, something, and every time I got red Indians, with all headgear. So the idea of India and any images of India, like you said, so then when I put India, it started generating really sad, like everybody was, so there was a very Western gaze on what India is and is not, so it was a big struggle to generate images like that. So there is that cultural bias. But, the other danger of this, before we come to all the opportunities, is that, we're already being so rabbit-holed into silos, Yes, social media has done fantastic stuff, but all the technology, like anything you Google, you're only given what you like. You're on Twitter, it's tracking what you like, it only serves you what you like. So we're just getting imprisoned more and more and more into completely closed solipsistic cells. I don't understand you, you don't understand me, our realities are completely different because there's a technology out there imprisoning us in just our own likes and stuff. So I don't get you because now this technology is going to force us even further. You're saying that on your very powerful technology, India could create its own bias, Japan can create its own little cultural thing, ChatGPT is going to become a search engine. So when I search, it's not even going to give me 5 articles, it'll give me a synthesized article, which some technology has done. It's a very terrifying, polarizing world. What's your answer to that? Are you guys even discussing this?
I think that is an excellent and a most challenging question, but maybe I can break down into like a two-folded question. The first one is, even if you're living in a rabbit hole, which value do you want to live in? So you want to live in somebody else's foundation model, or you want to live in your own Indian foundation model? So, I mean, I'm going to beyond this question soon, but the first choice is you have to make a decision which model you want to live with. And then, even after you choose, let's say, even after I choose the Japanese model so that I can live in my comfortable Japanese bias, then you are now presenting me with the most challenging and interesting, pressing question. Ren, why you're living in a Japanese rabbit hole? Which is the most valid question. And then the answer will be, let me give you like a most stupid answer, which is, okay, in order to ensure that I don't live in a rabbit hole, whatever question I ask this model, if the model is returning 5 answers, totally different, culturally different answers, like, can I cross can I cross the street even when the traffic light is red? If there is no car and I'm in the rush, can I cross the street? If I ask this question to the Japanese rabbit hole, usually they give you whatever answer, like no or something. But the other option is making sure that this model is giving you 5 answers. But what happens if you are confronted, if you receive 5 answers? People get easily bored. And then the example you gave is excellent, because the Facebook and Google and other current technology, the reason why people are addicted to that is they can easily associate themselves with the technology, and then the answer or the service they're receiving is naturally what they want. So I think I don't have the answer to answer your second question, but it's our job, everybody's job, to come up with a right incentivizing mechanism to make sure that you are not overwhelmed by 5 answers, but you are feeling like, oh, I have some options. And then you are naturally incentivized to appreciate your approach going beyond the rabbit hole.